Dun, 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 dun.
It's good to be back.
Well, we're back. First live up. I don't know how the sound's gonna be. It's the first time everyone's had a mic and headset, so we'll just kind of feel it out from here. But what day is it today? It's Saturday. I don't know when this podcast we're gonna
Jan
release.
14.
Jan 14. Wild card weekend. NFL. Jags just came back from a historically shitty first half. Trevor Lawrence throwing 4 picks in the first half, just trash, and then kick a field goal to win it. Do you guys have any games in your future where like big comebacks that you remember?
Oh, yeah, off the top of my head. I mean, my first ever, I think we touched on it on the podcast, first regular season Bronx game.
Oh, yeah. But what about
Monday
you?
night.
What about you playing?
Oh, wow.
Does anything come off the top?
Not the top, but I think I've had some. But not off the top. What about you, Kev?
I'm not thinking anything that comes to mind because I wasn't a part of too many walk-off wins coming through.
I remember one walk-off win we had in Little League All-Stars against a Branham Hills team.
Wow.
Trash.
I know, man. We sucked back in the day.
JB was just goated. It was unfair. Yeah, I mean, the only one I was gonna say, I don't think I've ever been part of we had one in All-Stars that was like, we were down like 8 runs in like the second to last inning, and I think ended up winning the game. Very sick. Like 10-year-olds. Dude, my whole life revolves around like Little League. It's just like the peak of
The best time.
exactly. I mean,
The best.
But yeah. So we just got done watching those games. Did you guys catch the Niners game at all today?
Unfortunately, yeah, I did.
Same.
Oh yeah, we were talking about what's up with your hatred for the Nines?
I don't know. It's just the fans, the team. I hate them all. I can't stand them. One team I want to lose.
And do you hate them still when your Broncos are good, or is this just because the Broncos are?
I mean, I went to the game week 3, and it was like personal. Like
and they ended up winning, huh? I forgot about that.
11-10, yeah.
11-10, but I was on nails, and it would have been a rough one if they lost. I would have been heated, just because I always give it to their fans because they've been horrible the last few times they've been in the playoffs.
You got to stop fiddling with that mic, sir.
Who, me?
No, fucking Fiddle McGee over there. He's a little nervy being on live the first time. No, I'm just kidding. I don't want people to say shit.
Yeah.
That doesn't fucking matter. Make as much noise as you want. Chew in the microphone. I don't care. But yeah, we had the Niners big dub. And who did they play the winner of?
Vikings? Or is it?
Yeah, it could be Vikings, Giants, but it
It's
depends.
the lowest seed.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Right.
Yeah, lowest seed.
The 2. Damn. And then what else we had going on? UFC was tonight. Good UFC, but I feel like the bigger news was Francis Ngannou. Oh, I guess some dipshit over at is it the T-Mobile Center?
Mm-hmm.
Released a graphic early of John Jones, Cyril gone before the UFC had said anything.
Yeah.
And so Twitter, I guess, got it first because people were posting pictures, and then Cyril Gane's brother confirmed it. But I guess what that means is Francis is kind of in the whims now. Where do you think he goes from here? Do you think this was a good idea, Kev, or?
For Francis, or
Yeah, I mean both sides, but yeah, Francis. What do you?
I don't know where he's gonna go in terms of, I guess, organization. But if he feels like he can make the money, then go for it. But I mean, it's still probably not out of the question he could come back to the UFC. although there's a lot of time, with year and a half ish to try and get talks. So he's basically kind of been a free agent already. You know what I'm saying? But I don't really know where he goes. The other day, I think it was his mom had a PFL shirt on, and it was during an interview.
Sleazy.
So it's like, I don't know. 2 days later, here we go. He is set as a free agent. Let's see. PFL gets Jake Paul.
Right. I forgot about that.
Is PFL loading up? What if PFL gets Ngannou? Ngannou and Jake Paul. Does that entice Nate Diaz? Do you try and tie all three? I don't know, but is it a grand plan? But I would look maybe at PFL to try and maybe make a big splash if he stays MMA. I would say for Francis.
I guess that's a good point if he stays MMA. Because the boxing door is kind of wide open now. It's
quick money, man. More
quick
millions,
money,
dude.
and he doesn't have to lock down a long contract. I guess he could with a promotion, but he could take one of these fights like the YouTubers are doing and just kind of on a one fight deal, take a fight, come back to MMA.
Easier training, straight boxing too.
Right.
He's probably, was he like 37?
Especially with his knee that he just
Is that old?
Yeah. He's over 35, I think.
Oh, I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh. Well, because he fucking was in the desert and wherever.
For Cameroon, man.
Getting fucking sent back. Just a shitty long road. Boog, do you think he does boxing?
Yeah, I was going to say maybe like he waits for Fury, beats Usyk, and then they do a big rumble in the jungle, but I don't know. Wow. I think, if Jake Paul's like people's putting money into the PFL, damn, they could go far, but I don't really see Diaz going. But did you see what he posted with like his dad?
Yeah.
That was so good.
Dude.
That was so good.
How big of a scumbag is the Paul's dad for that, dude? Came up to Nate Diaz, pretty much did everything but suck his dick. And then he goes on a podcast, I don't know how long later, and just is...
had the same shirt on.
Yeah, literally. Do you think it was the same day? That couldn't have been. I think it's just coincidence. But either way, starts talking shit right away. You looking for the water? Go find it. Right away just starts talking mad shit about Nate Diaz, saying he's only fought bums, he's a scrub. Like, it's just like, dude, you were literally just sucking him off, and now we're doing this. So, just a bad look all around. I hate all those dads, even Fury's dad, like yelling at Jake Paul and shit. It's just fucking so cringe. I'm like,
bad look.
How old are y'all doing this?
Yeah.
Like 55 plus, 60 plus year old men? Like, come on, guys.
Sit front row. And
leave it to the youth.
Yeah, and that's what they're gonna say. It sells fights and all that stuff, but at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. It's a horrid look.
And T. Morant's dad. That guy's a
who's that?
Tool bag. John Morant. John
Oh,
Morant's dad.
yeah.
That guy's freaking Usher on the sideline drinking beds. Hey, the fans of everyone's like, dude, fucking sit down.
I say that, but LeVar Ball is
goat.
The goat. Yeah, exactly.
No, I'm behind LeVar. Oh, yeah.
And he's the worst at all. But I think it's because he takes it to such an extreme. It's just like...
Yeah, but then you go watch a 107-98 game as a fan. Yeah. Let's go, LeVar. Run it up, baby.
100%.
So good.
Yeah, no, LeVar is by far the sickest. That whole thing with Big Baller Brand's kind of a shit show. Mm-hmm. But, that's a dad that fucking rides for his kids in all the best possible ways. But shit. Yeah, no, back to Francis. I think he too goes the boxing route. It's like, why not? That Fury fight's huge. Probably the biggest boxing fight if they do it this year of the year. But like you said, major money. The PFL would be sick. I just don't know. Do they have a heavyweight? They do, right? That's one of the 6 weight classes they have, or are they building one?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't.
They probably do, but
I'm not entirely sure either. Yeah, that's a good question in terms of who he would fight. Actually,
that's what I mean. Who? I don't know. Obviously, there's going to be people that will take the chance, especially at PFL if it's their Grand Prix. It's $1 million. Someone will take the chance. But I think he just cleans house. The only fight is the John Jones fight.
That's what I was about to say. Hypothetical, like if he waits and Jones Gone actually comes through in March, John Jones beats Gone,
right?
And Ngannou's still out there. I mean, how are you not? That's probably the best fight you could get, regardless. Yeah. I don't know. Would you rather see? I mean, do you guys want to see Jones versus Ngannou or Ngannou versus Fury?
Wow.
If you had the choice.
That's a good question.
I mean, that's where it could be going. If it's UFC Francis or boxing with Ngannou, what would you rather see? I'm John Jones Ngannou.
See, and I feel like I should want that, but as a John Jones fan, I'm like, fuck, let him fight Fury.
What?
Yeah. I know that solidifies Jones's legacy if he wins.
Forever.
I mean, it's really not even a question. He's champ. He does it all. It checks all the boxes. But that's just such a dangerous fight. It's like, if he loses, I really don't think he loses that much stock. It's Francis Ngannou. He's going to go down as probably the GOAT heavyweight if it's not John Jones. So it's like, it's a tough one, but I think I'd rather see the Fury fight. Plus, I love Fury, dude. There's no one that hypes up or gets me hyped for a fight like Fury. He talks about how he used to be drinking all fucking day and coming to spar and knocking out top 10 heavyweights. I don't give a fuck. Sick.
He's really good on the mic.
Oh, the best. I think it really is the best on the mic. Singing after fucking wins and stuff. I mean, doesn't get better. God, what else was I going to say? But Cyril John Jones, how do you think that fight ends up going?
Tough one. I mean, it all depends on Jones. I mean,
what are you talking? It's gonna be a sweet fight, dude. Are you kidding me, man? I think it's gonna be
what's
sick.
What's his way to victory? Like, is he gonna take him down? Like,
I think he ends up probably taking him down and doing kind of what Francis did, but in a more technical fashion. Francis used a lot of power. I think Jones is gonna make it just the kind of not boring John Jones fight. I always say that, but you know what I mean. Makes it a fight that he can win. He's gonna be dancing around, poking, getting out, takedown, and just beat him to smithereens. But yeah, I don't know. How do you think that goes?
I think it's gonna be more kickboxing, to be honest. Jones could be shooting takedowns, but I mean, Gon's beefy. I mean, I feel like a pretty tough guy to take down. I mean, I guess Ngannou was able to kind of get in, but I mean, John Jones is not Ngannou size-wise.
Right.
But I could see both the tanks in terms of stamina kind of lasting a good amount of time, but I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised. John Jones' decision, you know? I think he just kind of beats Gone a little bit at kind of what they want to do to each other. I think John Jones will just be a little better at it just because he's just attribute-wise, you know, just is a little bit longer, can just kind of get there in and out. I don't know. I think John Jones can still move, especially at heavyweight. So I would say more kickboxing. I'd lean John Jones probably decision. But it would be a sick, good kickboxing, like people would want to see it kind of fight.
Yeah. What about you, Boog? You think Jones gets it done, or are you a Jones hater? I always forget.
No, I mean, no, I'm not a Jones hater. I just don't think he's like the GOAT. Let's see.
Who is your GOAT? I'm sure we've had to have talked about this before. I mean, don't say Connor. Truly, I know you got the 189 hair going right now.
Yeah. I mean,
but you can't.
That's who I was gonna say, but
I trust me. I know you.
I don't know.
I gotta get my sweatshirt. Hold on.
A little coldy,
dude. I know. I've been shivering for a minute, bro.
Shut that.
I want me to shut it.
Whatever you want to do.
Shut that.
We've been getting some bad rain here. I feel like the last 3 weeks on the podcast, it's all I've been talking about is how much it's been fucking pissing. But it really is something. I hope my boat is still around. I haven't checked on it in 2 weeks, and it might be. Yeah, out in the boonies, out in the.
Is it anchored?
No, well, it's flipped upside down, and it's just like
Shore?
on the shore, but it's just like boat locked onto a piece of wood. So if it got high enough, that shit is fucking gonzo ball. What would it take to have to get you to go out duck hunting, Boog?
I'd go.
Really? Oh fuck! I think next weekend's the last weekend. I know you probably
I
can't.
think I'm
do
gonna
that.
bounce on.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I think you're gone.
Saturday.
Next weekend we'll go. I took Matt and Kenny out one time, dude, and it was didn't even shoot my gun one time. Like the most boring day fucking ever. But those guys were a crack up out there. Just seeing them, yeah, it's just got the face paint on and fucking doing it right. And I took Matty T out another time, and we got to the blind. It was just covered in goose shit, and I was just like,
Oh wow.
we'll just stick with it. Like, I don't want to find a new place. I was getting close to shoot time. You can shoot like it's like 30 minutes before sunup till 30 minutes before sundown. So we just sat in that goose shit infested fucking thing for like an hour, and I was like, dude, let's get out of here. Like, it was like way worse than Pioneer. Like, everywhere it was
I
covered.
used to practice there. It was horrible.
Oh yeah. You ever take a dive into some goose shit?
Yeah.
Just ruin your day.
Terrible.
That's some gamer shit, though. You're going to dive and goose shit? Not every kid's going to do that.
Oh no.
Low key.
You got Brody Gregg as your coach. You got to do it. That's all I'll say.
What's that guy up to? Have you heard
He's
of
got
him?
a
lately?
couple kids. I haven't
Really?
talked to him in days, but yeah, my mom and dad are friends with him and his wife on Facebook. So
God, I can only imagine that guy as a dad. Holy
I know,
smokes.
his kids are probably gonna be raw at baseball and softball.
If they don't quit by the time they're fucking 10 from getting pushed too hard.
Literally.
Who's the toughest coach you ever had?
I'd probably say him.
Yeah.
Him and then Perra, yeah.
Ferraro, wow.
Yeah,
For different reasons, though, I'm assuming?
it
the
was a little
same?
bit of the same, honestly. Like, that's kind of, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I was fine with, I wasn't that bad with Perra. A lot of guys weren't, but
I was going to say,
little
yeah,
the same.
coming from Brody.
yeah.
Yeah, you can take anything. What about you, Kev? You got any tough-ass coaches? Set the team straight?
I'm trying to think if it was anything, it was probably more basketball over any baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I maybe had like baseball coaches that were like hard to play for, but they weren't like hard asses.
They weren't
kind
Augie
of guys.
Doritos fucking
No.
motherfucking
Oh
you. and-
my God. It's funny that you say that, dude. That Texas speech that he's in that locker room.
Legendary.
And at the end of the clip, I don't know if it like, when it shows like they ended up winning
Mm-hmm.
the Big 12 championship, like
Yeah,
after the speech, they win like 12 in a row or something. But yeah, dude, if I ever need to get fired up, dude, I pop that clip,
Really?
dude. Oh my God. Cause I got to see him too. Cause like at his ABCA, it was like a convention. So it was like one of the last time he was speaking, but yeah, no Augie Garridos though, even though I was on my Augie Garrido tangent for my hardcore fandom. But yeah, no, I don't know. No one was really super tough. Like that was like a hard ass on me. I don't know. Nothing that really comes to mind for me, at least.
I got one that comes to mind for me. Shit, his son's sitting in this room with me right here. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I feel like your dad was probably the biggest, not even a hard ass, but just set the way straight. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Wasn't taking any bullshit. My dad was the same way, but your dad would always give us good speeches on. I think my favorite one ever was we probably lost a few games in a row, and our team was just soft as butter my senior year. And he gave us that, you guys are all nice guys, just a bunch of nice guys out here. Jimmy's an asshole. He's like, he's the only one that would do anything. He's like, someone hit your teammate, you just let him do it. He's like, Jimmy's the only asshole that would do something about it. I was like, that makes me feel good. Coming from you, TS, it makes me feel good. Yeah, I too never really had any tough-ass coaches. I feel like it's because probably our dads, too. Bringing us up was probably a lot tougher than any coaches you're going to see. God, I didn't fucking set the timer on that computer right.
I had some gnarly punishments though at West Valley.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I remember
Painting
after
houses. Were you part of that?
No, I was
that crew.
Yeah, dude. I was
Gone
probably about 12 or 13 when that was going down. But no, I remember after a game we lost against Kenyatta. Kenyatta at the time, they weren't that good, and it was a midweek game, and they scored like a 10-piece in the 5th, and they won the game like 10-1. They only had hits in like that one inning. We shut them down the other 8.
God.
But after the game, we're getting ready for field prep, and Weens immediately shakes it off. And I was like, okay, all right, what are we going to do? We're thinking running. I'm thinking running, something, or just a hard, heavy talk, because he'd shoot us out a couple times. But someone had missed a bunt sign, swung away, fly out.
Wow.
When we were losing 10-1. Swoo.
That's tough.
A glare down the dugout. Ooh, just a chill, bro, in that cement, bro. Oh, my God.
Did everybody know he missed it, too?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We were down 10-1, man. Why are we throwing a piece? What are we throwing a ciggy on for? And then throw it clean as day. He said, pink, and then pink. Oh, and like, because we were looking at it like, ooh, kind of hit good. Nope. It's West Valley. It's like 392 to like center field.
Just a fucking ball.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, that ain't it. And yeah, so he's like, all right. So we missed the bunt, and he's like, okay, here we go. You got to get 5 drag bunts down. He like literally put 2 pieces of something. I don't know. I mean, clean paint, like 35 feet down. Dink. Angle perfect. Coach 20 feet away. Hard ball, slinging seats. You don't get 5 in a row. You got to sprint. I remember this clean.
Individually, this isn't like.
Yeah, so we're in a line, and we're just going. And he's like, we're done when I say we're done. And so, like, people were kind of in the stands, and he was like, get out. Like, it was us. Like, people at the end of this were in the parking lot waiting for us. And so everyone's missing the bunts. Sprint to the left field pole. Then crab walk to... No lie, bro. I remember this. Crab walk to the pole, right field pole. Army crawl. Home plate.
So it was a triangle with sprints, crab walks, crawls.
army crawl, get back to the box, 5 bunts. You miss, see ya, zing.
Did anybody fucking lay 5 down?
Hell no, dude. Someone got to like 2, and everybody was like, hey, Nux, as you're leaving, man, like, nice job, dog. But yeah, we were thinking like, damn, can you give him another chance? Like, but yeah, dude, and it went on, and I mean, dude, just puffer fishing, just gas, and like we had our coaches coming down, kind of just talking to us, like, "Hey man, you gotta keep crawling, go, yeah, let's go," you know, and it's just like, whoo, man. But yeah, we got chewed out at the end of it. But man, I don't know, because that was the team that started out 9-1. This is my freshman season, and then just wank.
What'd you guys end up?
Dude, I think under 500, like 16, 18.
Fuck.
Something like that.
That's
yeah,
tough.
man. Oh, God, that team, talent-wise, was the best team on paper I had ever been
Dylan
a part
Bell
of.
on that team?
He was, man.
That
I was
guy's
using his
ledge.
piece, man. Shout out. D-Bell, you ever watch this, man? The orange glove, baby. Shout out Fernandez, dog. R.I.P. But
orange
yes,
glove.
man. He let me use it. The gun holster, man. I would sling sidearm with that bitch, dude. I would throw some innings. Shout out D-Bell, dude. Solid teammate, man. That guy worked hard.
Oh, he's the best.
Yeah, good guy. But yeah, that team had so many good players. But yeah, 9-1, and I was thinking to myself, I was like, holy shit. I'm just like on this team with a bunch of sophomores, kind of getting some PT in and out. But I'm like, shit, man, wiggling into the outfield at the time. But yeah, then just boom, fell off a cliff. Ended up 16-18. So we just went 8-17.
Fuck.
Last 2/3 of the year.
That's tough.
Yeah, no, terrible. But yeah, that was a cruel ass punishment off that game. That was but yeah, we had some gnarly things to do at West Valley, man.
I don't think we ever got punished post game. Like even for I should take that back. They probably did. As POs, they were just like, go do the field, and
that's kind of what
these
happened.
These guys are gonna
Yep.
gonna wear this here. Book, did you guys ever have anything like that for basketballs? Fucking up running liners at Aloni or shit like that?
No, but so you get tossed if you cuss, or you get like an
automatic.
Yeah.
I would have been tossed from a
I
lot of
was
fucking
gonna say,
games.
yeah, I wouldn't have seen a lot of second halves.
So every time someone cussed, we'd have to run like a line drill and beat it in under 32 seconds. It was fucked.
That is big fucked.
But never after games, no.
I remember your dad was getting on me for swearing. I mean, obviously just a potty mouth. And he was like, you say fuck one more time, the whole team's running line drills. And so I thought it would be funny to yell fudge really loud, but when you scream it, you cannot discern what between fudge and fuck.
Oh, shit, dude.
So it was just get on the line. Here we go. And I was like,
Wow.
yeah, that's on me. One time at De Anza, we were playing Laney. Did you guys ever play Laney?
In fall, we did.
Yeah, okay, so that's what it was. We were playing a fall league game, and I don't know what happened, but their coach is a hard ass. That old guy, I forget his name, but he sent his whole team home and just was like, you guys can use the field. Like, we went up to Laney. He got so mad at his team, he fucking sent them all home before our fall game, was just like, you guys can use the field and like scrimmage, but like my guys aren't prepared to play today. We're not playing. Like, and just was like, I was like, fuck. Like, that was the biggest power move I've ever seen out of a coach.
In a fall game.
In a fall game.
Yeah, dude, man, California fall games for some reason meant the world in JUCO, or a little bit too much. I don't know if Delta wasn't doing it. I don't think. I don't know. The big dogs weren't doing it.
Exactly.
But
Yeah.
Shoot.
And I feel like it's a lot of it's
innings,
because
Christ.
if you have, I think it has to do with your preseason record too. I mean, obviously it's fall. And that doesn't really count to the record, but like the preseason shit counts towards like like if you're 500 in playoffs and shit like that, like you have a chance to qualify. I don't know. It's all fucked. JC Sports has got like the weirdest bracket systems and stuff like that.
Shoot. All I thought was get behind College of San Mateo. If we finished second place in our little division, I figured we'd have a shot. There's 16 teams that made it.
Yeah.
We weren't beating San Mateo at the time.
No, CSM's always fucking legit.
That's so good. Good players, too. Shout out Miles Masterbony. In the show, got traded to the Cubs, played against them.
I had no idea. That's the
CSM.
sickest name. He deserves to be in the show with the Master Boney.
Yeah, man.
That's sick.
Yeah, but he's a G.
Love that. Another time at De Anza, these PO van was driving behind the big bus, and so it was like 9 of us sitting in the back of the PO van and the rest of the team in the bus, and someone littered out the window, and it was literally like a Billy Madison scene. Like, our coach like stopped on the brakes, was like, what was that? Like, trying to figure out what they threw, and like everyone's like, dude, it's long, like you're never gonna find what they threw. And so he called the coach driving the bus, was like, pull over at the next stop, like we gotta talk, and like didn't tell him what it was. So he pulled over at the next stop, and he's like, they're littering out like the bus window, like this is bullshit. So he made him do burpees until someone fessed up.
What the hell?
Literally. So I have a video on my phone. The whole team's doing fucking burpees at a gas station in like Santa Rosa. Swear to God.
Come on.
And he's waiting for the person to fess up to do it. The person that did it and 2 other guys walked over to the McDonald's before like anything happened. They thought we were stopping for food, so like, we're gonna hustle over to the McDonald's. Fucking hustled over and walked back with a bag of food while everyone's doing burpees.
Oh my
and
God.
the coach lost this. It was rage. Lost this
Wow.
shit. It was fucking incredible. POs weren't doing them, by the way. They're like, you guys don't have to. Like, we don't want you doing them. Don't do them. Because, like, we're obviously, like, part of the team. We'll do them. Like, nah, don't do them. Like, that's bullshit on their end.
Wow.
But, yeah, the guys walked over, got Mickey D's, and came back while the fucking squad was suffering because of them. So good.
Jeez. Did you guys ever get chewed out on a van before? I guess riding with, like, basketball for you with Aloni or any point?
No. I wouldn't say chewed out. We definitely got our talkings to But our pitching coach was usually pretty good. There was one time where some guy from our team brought like cookies. Weed has like
I thought you were thinking. I was thinking food, dude.
nah. He brought like cookies has like a edible juice.
Yeah.
And like as soon as you crack the cap on it, it like reeked up the whole van. And so a guy was sitting in the back seat, cracks it open, and everyone immediately is like, "Yo, like what the fuck?" And so nothing like the coach, like I'm sure could tell, but never really said anything. How about you? You get chewed out?
Yeah.
Bad van rides?
Yeah, Weensy got me a couple of times, man. One
You
time,
personally or the team?
no, it was me personally. I was just such a jitterbug as a freshman coming in. I mean, I missed a steal sign. Like I went when I shouldn't have gone, but I was safe. So like I got to second, but he just stared at me, and I'm like, I mean, I'm standing at second, but
I'm here.
I know. I'm like, it would be much worse if I'm facing you hip to hip right now versus, me out, 200 feet away from me. But yeah, I was in the van, and this was coming off a win too.
Makes it way tougher.
Yeah, and I like at the end of the day, I had a decent game too. We were playing at Delta, and we won. Like that's a big win.
You say it was your freshman year too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is like my I don't know, like my 5th, 6th game in college.
So feeling good, like all right, getting the hang of this.
Yeah, like I had gotten a few starts and stuff, but yeah, I
got to
missed.
swipe in this game.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I just like you guys told me this guy was like looking at like Hawaii, USC, and I'm like I just got a knock and a swipe my first at bat, dude. I'm like I'm checked out for the day almost. Like give me a sweet snag at like center field right now, and I'm calling it a day. But yeah, so I missed it, and he's just like. Before he starts the car, I'm looking at him in the rearview mirror because I'm in the back row, sitting next to like our fucking.
Did he have a big old chew in like he always did?
No, but he had shades still on.
Power move.
I forgot about Chewskis, but at the time I think I had a Chewski in my fucking shorts. But, he's running through signs and telling me, what are these? And he's running through, and everyone else is quiet, and I'm just like looking at it, and I'm like trembling, and I'm like, I think I got it, and I'm like, bunt. And he did like 5, and he's like, so why did you steal the base? And I was like, I don't know. I just didn't know what to say. I was like, shit, I don't know. But then like, yeah, like this was after like he gave like a nice, good like post speech in like dugout, and then. Yeah, we were feeling good, and then right off that, just boom, hits me with all the signs. I'm like, fuck. Damn, dude, we got like, I don't know, we had like 6 of the starting 9 in there in that van. Like, yeah, and I'm like, damn, you're doing this in front of like 4 other sophomores right now, coach. You're crushing me, dog. But yeah, no, that's why I got chewed out there, and then I think that was mainly it, or at least the one that like I said, like hella sticks out.
Right. Yeah, good old JC. I feel like JC sports is just like it's almost tougher than like D1 sports, just in the fact that like you're taking shitty bus trips. I mean, obviously like D1s are doing that too, but like you're taking on ass buses that have no AC half the time. I mean, 2 times we blew tires like.
NAI too, dog. Shit, yeah. We had some wild ones.
Yeah, exactly. Same shit, exactly. And it's just like a grind. You're working a shitty class schedule and then right to fucking school, or right to baseball. But I'll probably get some heat for saying that's harder than D1. but I mean, it's just like I don't know. I feel like if you're at a big D1, you kind of have it fucking. Made like there's
if you got it to where you're flying to where you're going and you're not busting it, like that's the big time.
And if you have like tutors with you and shit like that, it's like makes school so much fucking easier. Yeah. JC. Boog, how are your classes going? Winter really class.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. A.
Gotten an A.
Trying to get A+, yeah, and then
let's go.
Big second semester. Take classes in the summer and then hopefully
be done.
Graduate in next December.
Nice. What classes are you taking next semester? Anything you're interested in? Anything interesting?
Not really. Just couple comm classes, history class.
Taking African American women's history.
No.
Ooh.
I wish.
I took that at De Anza. That is
really?
a hell of a class.
Wow.
Yes. Shout out Rosa Parks.
That's where I thought that was going.
Monday.
Even HT, Harriet Tubb.
HT.
HT.
Did you guys see the new Martin Luther King fucking statue they unveiled today?
No, where's that?
I think it was in Boston. It was in Boston. They unveiled a statue of I don't know. It's like called like Sweet Embrace or something like that, and it looks like it looks like Martin Luther King eating out Coretta Scott King's puss. It's so,
What?
It's like two arms on like it's like a V, and there's like two arms like wrapped around, and it looks like a head between them.
What?
It looks
my
so
word.
wild. Yeah, just getting roasted on Twitter right now.
In Boston.
In Boston, at all places, which I felt was kind of odd. I thought Boston was kind of a racist town, if you in polite terms. But hell, what do I know? You ever been to Boston? Either of you guys, or the East Coast?
Never that far east.
Yeah.
The Northeast.
You
Really,
stop at
no.
the Mississippi.
Let's see how far. I mean, Washington D.C. for 8th grade field trip.
Oh wow! How was that?
That was a good time, man. We had some cool little trips for Harker that we could take for like our I don't know, like just
Any makeouts?
dude, over the years. I mean,
On that trip.
dude, not
Any sparks?
I got a dance with the girl that I wanted to dance at the time at DC.
Wow.
For the dinner trip on the boat. You know, that was always like the big talk that you knew.
That's huge.
Like other classes had said, like that's what you get, like when they come back. So everyone's like, oh shit, you know, so like 8th grade, you know, for the dance, we can't go where like you're trying to like, you know, dance with and shit. But yeah, so I was able to do that. But I'll always remember though, it was shoot, what was it? 5th grade. Fifth,
camp?
huh? Yeah, science camp.
Wow.
Marin Headlands. Shout out Marin Headlands, dude. 5th grade. So my buddies, we've got a football. Oh, dude, I'm totally ripping later, bro. Okay. Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, I was sick. I was feeling myself in my pen for like a minute.
I don't do that stuff.
I'll just cut.
But okay, so we're throwing the football around, and then 7th graders, like we don't know these kids, are coming over and they're saying like, we're starting to play here, and we're like, what? Because we overthrew our ball, and they're not giving it back to us, and we're like, whoa! Like we had just taken out our bags, and we're like, dinner's in like 45 minutes. You guys just kind of get like free time, just off a bus. And so we were pumped. We were like I said, playing football, and like these guys were like, "What the hell?" So we were like, "What are we gonna do?" And they said, "We're gonna play you for it." These 7th graders, and I'm like,
Sandlot.
"Yeah," and I'm like,
sick.
"Wait a minute." I'm like, "Whoa, you don't know my fucking crew right now. You don't know who's left and right."
What grade were you in again?
5th.
Wow.
I got eventually 2 Division I athletes that are on my left and right. 2 D1 soccer
wild.
players eventually. Yeah. So we're like, that's what I said. Like, because I went over because it was this kid named Adam. It was his football, and I'm like, dude, they're not gonna give you this ball. We obviously can't like fight them. Like our teachers are right across the way. We got to play them, and we're like, well, yeah, we're playing them. And I'm like, oh, sweet. I was like, I didn't know if anybody was like, oh, I don't want to do it. And I'm like, okay, so we played these guys, dude. Right before dinner, we fucking cooked them.
Really?
We fucking cooked them, dude. All we had to do, I was like, Michael, Andy, are you as fast as these guys? I mean, we just threw first play as a streak. This guy just burned them.
Took off.
Tutty, 1-0 us. I'm like, this might be fun, boys. This might be fun. But yeah, we ended up smashing them. We're like, we'll take the ball, get the fuck down the road. Let's go get dinner. Wow. Ended up, yeah, dude. But yeah, that was sick. We ended up winning.
Did any part of you think about snitching on those guys? I feel like I would have just went snitch mode right away. Just been like, nah, like I'm going to I'm just gonna go to teach. I'll get my ball back. Like,
Oh, I don't know.
that's a man of you to not even think of
First thing I
that.
would've done.
That's literally I would have. Yeah, right when you said that, I was like, I would have walked right over and been like, nah, this isn't happening.
Damn, I don't know, because they had like 4 other guys around them with the ball or something, like, and they had their own ball, which kind of like ticked us off. We're like, dude,
Exactly.
what
Just
are
play
you
with your
doing?
fucking own. Just trying
I
to
know,
be dicks.
like
If
you
wanna
guys.
play, just ask him.
Exactly. That's what we were thinking. Like, we wanted to play with them.
Yeah.
And then they were totally like anti. And it's like, because we're in 5th grade. Like, are you serious? Like, whatever. But yeah, then they're like, play for it. And we're like, okay, you guys think you're like tough shit. Yeah. Sorry. But I don't know. It was sick, though.
That is sick. I feel like that's like probably the cutoff of age, like anything less than 5th grade. Like they would have been so like it was like 4th, 6th grade. They would have been so much bigger than you.
Right?
Like
Maybe.
5th, 7th grade just kind of works out perfectly to where like you're mature enough, or even if
Yeah.
you're not, you still got wheels. You know what I mean? Like
Sure.
you can make up for it. Wow, that is very Sandlotty though. That's sick.
Yeah. That was a fun ass trip. That was a good time at Red Headlands.
That was science camp.
Yeah, dude. Like, it was just more of like hikes and stuff. I don't know. But like, my dad was like our group chaperone.
Respect.
See, just
yeah.
the group shot.
Yeah.
That's sick.
And then we had, so my buddy, the same guy whose football these guys were holding, brought a mason jar, 300 pennies. We were going to play penny poker at night. This guy was a G, bro.
sick.
This guy was a G. Dude,
That's
lower
so
school
cool.
Archer, kids were still there. Once he got to middle school, they all faded to dust. We didn't have all my homies with me, but yeah, dude. So he brings pennies. So we have like this little lamp, and it's pitch black with this little lamp, and we're all sitting there with cards, playing with pennies. And then, dude, there's some wild stories from this thing. So anyway, so we played some penny poker. Then we were going out for a hike the next morning. Super cold. Adam puts, or no, it was me, my bad. I put a shirt on my bed, but left like a little bit of the sleeve on our furnace. That was our heater.
Oh, shit.
And Adam or myself, I forgot about that part, but someone cranked it to 1,000,000 as we were leaving. I'm the first to open the door. The sleeve's in flames. Oh my God. Yeah, we're just kind of like up and like not like we're like air's orange flame. I'm like, Dad. I'm like, there's fire. I'm like, I don't know what to do. And he's like, we'll start doing it. I'm like, Dad. I'm like, I don't know, 11. Like, I can do some help. Help me, damn it. But yeah, so he's like, what happened? And I'm like, I put the shirt on this furnace, but I didn't know it was on. And he's like, well, we're turning it off. Because he's like, it was a sauna. Like, immediately beads, dude. I'm like, crying, dude. But yeah, dude. So Adam was like, I'm so sorry, man. I'm like, dude, he's my dad. It's my fault, dude. Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I was like, we still have the pennies. We're going to play poker, man. It's all right. But yeah, dude, oh my God. That was insane. But yeah, sorry, I don't know. These tangent stories, dude.
Oh, no. That's
Dude, I have one more, honestly, from that one. It's kind of like a gnarly story, but if you want, do you guys want to hear that one?
Please.
I don't want
tell.
Okay, so mandatory rule of this camp, because it's outdoors as soon as you leave like your little cabin, and you got to go to the bathroom at night with a partner. And
Spooky.
yeah, so
Male or female?
no, you're rooming with your own gender.
Oh, yeah.
Love that question. Yeah, dude, we're fucking with chicks in 5th grade. But no, so yeah, you're bunking with your own gender. So I'm with all like 3 other friends and myself. So I'm nudging my friends because it's like 2 a.m. I'm like, guys, I gotta pee. Like, someone please, like, we had a code. Like, before we went to bed, we were like, yo, if anyone's got to pee. Like, dude.
I'd be pissed.
Dude, oh my God, bro. So,
So did they tell you why you needed a partner? Was there like any forewarning, like, hey, grab a partner when you pee? Like,
it was mainly, that's what it was. It was for bears. It was,
shit.
Whoa,
yeah.
So
fuck
you
that.
are in.
Yeah, I mean, we were
I'd say
close
pick
to
you
the
up
bathroom.
right
I hope I didn't story bus. That's my bad.
No, it's
I was
okay.
curious.
So no, you had to, it was for bears, but it was outdoors. So like there could be, I don't know, your 5th grade, like a squirrel low-key jumps out of a bush or something. That could startle a 5th grader.
wrestling.
You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, so just mindful of just little things like that could happen. But no one's doing it. No one's waking me up. And dude, I'm like shaking my hips. Like I'm squirming, dude. Like I gotta go. And I'm like freaking out because I'm like, I don't know what's going to happen if I go without a partner. Like I feel like I can go because I know where the bathroom is, but I didn't know. Dude, 5th grade me, nervous as shit. Dude, I just pissed on our fucking ground because no one took them. It was like my own fuck you. I'm like, you know what? I'm like, no, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm like, fuck, I gotta pee. And I'm like, fuck it.
In the cabin, not even out the door?
No, I didn't even think about it. I was like, F it, dude. This is empty ground. It's carpet. It's gonna suck right in. I don't even give a shit. I got enough time. We wake up at 8. We're in 5th grade. They give us hella time. And I'm just like, and I'm like, I had to. Oh, and I was like, you know what? I'm not even going to tell a soul because none of you woke me up. Forget it. I got burned by my dad literally from this fire. And I'm not telling a soul. God dang it. And I'm going to get my freaking Rice Krispies tomorrow morning.
Holy shit. You pissed on carpet?
I pissed on the pit and didn't give a shit.
That is so good.
Oh, my God, guys.
Well, did you at
5th
least go
grade.
in the corner, or was it just in the fucking?
No, dude, it was. Dude, I remember
is
because
so
we had
good.
we had
That
a
is like-
bed, dude. No, because if it was in. I don't know. No, I think I put it centerfold, man. I think I just let the Nile fly, man. At that point, it's seeping, dude. It's just going wherever it wants to go. Oh man, dude.
That's the title of the episode. Let the Nile fly.
Oh my God, let it find its way home, brother. Holy smokes.
Holy shit.
God, that probably just grossed a shitload of people out.
That is, who cares? That is amazing. That's a really good one.
Damn, dude.
I'm curious though, just to rewind a little bit. Those guys from Harker, the guys that were like elementary school and shit with you, middle school, where did they end up going to high school?
Ooh,
Like not Harker?
no, let's see. I'm trying to think. Some of them went to Bellarmine.
Classic.
Some kids stayed. Yeah, I don't know, because I mean, there was maybe only like 3 or 4. Then a couple kids moved, just like moved out of state. One kid went to Palo Alto. That I grew up in the middle school a little bit, but yeah, the 2 or 3 of them that were kind of tight early on were Bellarmine. Yeah.
Shit. Yeah, it's always weird. Like leaving your class. Like I left the school I went to like after 5th grade. Haven't talked to like a single person. I mean, I keep up with a couple on like Instagram and stuff like that, and I'll see them out and about, and I'll say what's up. But like, haven't talked to like, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, especially in those small classes and shit. Like you're with the same 30, 40 people for fucking 8 years, and then you just don't talk to them ever again. Just fucking gone. It's just a trip.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
Book, where did you go for your 8th grade trip?
DC, New York, and I forget which other one, but
Any makeouts?
no. Tries. But,
Tries.
But
Attempts.
my father also did chaperone
That's fun.
that one, and it was funny. We got put on like a bus with like all our friends and shit like that, and then of course,
Is
Is that the
put
first
my-
time
they
you
put-
guys all together like fucking
yeah,
in a
low-key.
bus
It
like
was,
that?
bro, it
Yeah.
was so fun.
That'd be so fun.
But yeah, my dad, of course, they put my dad to chaperone, and they like told him like, this is the bus, so this is like all the talkative kids and shit like that.
So the
But-
shitheads.
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah, the rowdy bus.
Bro, there's the first meal out. Oh my god, it was hilarious. Like Eddie Lee was a fool. Of course, he had to like be sat at another table and like threatened to be called home and shit like that.
Jeez.
Comedy.
What'd he do? Do you remember?
Shit. Oh, you just effing around.
Just being Eddie Lee.
Yeah, we would like mixing sodas and
Classic.
eating these burgers and shit like that. It was fucking.
Yeah, over mixing sodas. What's wrong with that?
No, it was just like he was just like
In a
he was
very
being a clown. I don't know
way.
exactly know. Yeah, and then another time, me and Rudy like didn't come back to the bus on the right time
From like Times Square or something like that.
And my dad was like waiting for me off the bus and like just like was fucking nose to nose and just grilled me. I would just head down and walk down. Everyone was like on the bus and I was like,
fuck. Those are the best though. When TS used to get into Turner Meeker back, or just even at the dinner table, didn't have to say anything, just pointing a finger and sending a whole book Meek to the room. Those are the good old days.
But he did. There was a few nights where like we're all in bed and like dinner was at like 5 and it was like 9, and he would like bring up like something like,
oh, that's nice,
like a pizza or like calamari. There was like 2 nights and I was like, fuck. Thank you so
did he
That's
have his
huge.
own room, or did he have to share with like
much.
another
He had his
chaperone?
own room.
That's fucking sweet. Did he pay for it, or is it like all school shit? Like,
No, I think it was all school. But
Yeah,
he wanted to go with Tay and Vis, and Tay said yes, and Vis said no.
shut up.
And so he sat out?
Cold-blooded.
Yeah, and then of course like he was pissed like when Travis said no, and then of course like I was like in 5th grade or 4th grade, so I was like, "Oh, Dad, you go." And then like
Immediately regretting it.
When push came to shove, I was like, "Ah, like this is gonna be tough," and I was like, "Oh, that's fine."
Yeah.
But like I was definitely nervous about a few things.
Yeah. And you ended up rooming with Jake, right?
Yeah,
Because you promised in
yeah,
5th
exactly,
grade
same
as well.
thing, bro, same thing. And like we didn't even talk all year. And then like one day he comes up, she's like, "Oh, we're DC roommates, right?" And I was like,
Yeah,
I guess.
I
So
guess. Yeah, that's tough. I never went on the old 8th grade trip. They were like, you can do fundraising. My parents were like, we're not paying. Like, you can do fundraising. I was like, fuck that. No way. I'm not wasting my free time doing that. Wish I would have, though. Looking back, it sounds like a fun time. Everyone that went was like, oh my God, best time ever.
Yeah, dude. Siege blasted me at Washington, D.C. one day.
Oh, for
Yeah,
what?
bro. I forgot. I believe I forgot my sweatshirt on the bus. 8th grade, DC, fall. It's cold, man. It's cold.
Tell me Siege gave you his.
Huh?
fall.
I think so. I thought it was early on in the school year for us. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
We went spring.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Ours was always. Oh, excuse me. Ours were. Why did I say that? Ours were always different. Yeah. So I'm like, he's looking back, and obviously everyone's wearing a sweatshirt. And my dad looks at me, and I kind of look at my dad, and kind of almost like the same thing. And he's just like, "Where's your sweatshirt?" And I'm like, "I think I left it on the bus." And he's like, "So what are you planning on doing?" Like, I was like, just toughing it out, I guess, like F me, right? And I remember that day, or like in the gift shop or something before maybe we had gotten started, he had bought 2 shirts. He's double X at the time, so they're, down to my ankles, And he's like, God, all right, wear these, And so I put on Maryland, I put on Virginia, and I got Nussel in them, and I'm like, this actually really helps a lot. Like, this day would have sucked if you wouldn't have just kind of hooked me up with these 2 shirts. And then, we just hit the road, and I was just like, kind of huffing around, but I'm like, I need these, looking like a little kid in a freaking poncho or something. But yeah, oh man, he gave me a good 2-3 minute tongue lashing, and then away we went. Yeah. But yeah, God, I remember that morning too. It was brisk, man. I don't know what tempi, but sub 40. I don't know.
You forgot the sweatshirt.
Forgot my Under Armour sweatshirt. God, I remember it to the day.
Cali's though, like we'd always like rain or shine, they'd show up shorts and t-shirt.
Still in the shorts,
especially when they were young. Especially when they were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's always those guys that are like not even cold. Like, just I feel like California, you can totally get away with fucking shorts year round, even now.
Mm-hmm.
But over there, yeah, you're big fucked, especially when the wind comes in. Oh my God,
yeah, tough.
Cut right through you.
Mm-hmm.
Was that 8th grade for you?
8th grade, man. Yeah.
8th grade.
Didn't go on 7th. That was Grand Canyon.
Wow, that's a
So you
sick
guys
trip.
had trips.
We had
only
trips from-
trips in 8th grade.
We had 4, 5,
Oh,
6,
wow.
7, 8.
Well, let's go through them. What's fourth grade?
Fourth grade, I was a DNP, did not participate.
A DNP.
DNP due to a sinus infection. Was just not, they didn't want to risk it fourth grade. So I stayed back.
So that was like the week before they were like, you're not going or what?
No, yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because you kind of had to like declare it pretty early that you were in.
Right.
And so I initially said I was in. Then I got sick. I didn't miss any days of school, but I was still on medication. And they're like, nah, you still, because if you were like, I think it was something like if you had like a day left on it, we'd be okay. But like, no, you're still fresh into it. So I didn't go.
I mean, you flying there?
No, it was just a drive.
Oh, that's
Yeah, it was just a little like 2-3 hour trip. We were, fourth grade. So I stayed back with one other kid who was also, I think, sick or something. But we stayed in the library all the time.
Oh, you were at home? That sucks.
No, I didn't go. Yeah, I couldn't go home, man. This is Harker School, baby. This is the Harker School, man. You do not stay home. So yeah, we were in the library, me and this kid, and so I remember I was like, God, I've never talked to this kid in my life. And so I'm sitting there, like we go like a day, and I'm like, dang, this is like 2 days. No, it's 2-day trips. Yeah, I'm like, God. I'm like sitting there, he's like reading books. I'm like, this kid's a machine. I'm like on the computer trying to, I'm like up, down, up, down. I'm like, I don't know what to do with the arrow keys. Like, I got nothing to do, guys. And I'm like, all right, I got to talk to this guy. It's like 10:30, 2.5 hours gone by. I've pulled enough hairs out of my head. Like, I got to do something. God dang it. And him and I, we started going through old yearbooks. I remember.
Wow.
And like immediately we bonded, and I'm like, all right, we're going to be
so
okay.
good.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that was all I did fourth grade. Like, he came in the next day, and we were like, we ran through more yearbooks and stuff, and I'm like, all right, man, Swaminathan, you're in.
Old yearbooks?
Yeah,
Like,
old yearbooks that Harker had kept from like, and we just like point out like, it was funny because he'd be like, oh, look at that guy's like ugly mustache, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'm just sitting there like just busting up at what he found funny. Yeah, but fourth grade me, dude, that's when I also did a major typo on
Barry Bones. Shout out Trav.
Oh man. But no, I had a typo because my book that I was reading was Midnight Fox, I think. It was like the Midnight Fox was the title. I didn't know where to start to look that up online. And so I went to foxes.com. To foxes.com.
Dude.
Oh my God. So I typed that shit in, and then immediately just a MILF double D just pops up over the X and E on the X's.com. And I'm like, whoa. I'm like, yo, I didn't mean to do this. I was like, what is happening? I was like, dang. And then I was just kind of like looking at it again. I'm like, damn, I'm all right. Jeez.
That is so
But yeah,
good.
and they were like, did you do that? I'm like, I did that, obviously. Who else is in the damn library? Who else did this to you, lady?
You did
Come
it at
on.
school?
I did it at school. Oh,
I
yeah,
thought you meant
dude.
at home.
No
Oh my
way,
God.
dude. I went on that Apple comp and said, foxes.com. I'm trying to do a report. Come on. You got to help me. Oh, Jesus. You got to help me out.
Foxes.
Foxes.com. But yeah, that was fourth grade.
Fourth grade.
Yeah. Made a little buddy. Found some titties.
That's a success. That might be better than what did you say? It was the Grand Canyon?
No, Grand Canyon was seventh. That was fourth. Coloma. They were mining for gold.
That's right.
Yeah, mining for gold. I found gold. Yeah. But fifth was Headlands with the football. And then
Yeah, that's right. 6.
Yeah. Sixth was Yosemite.
Ooh.
Yosemite. No, I was in for Yosemite.
DP. Did participate.
Yeah. Full go. I don't have too many hot memories off the top of that one.
No?
Off the top of my head. I think it was more just like cool, like sweet, like hikes and walkarounds that we did that were more fun.
No makeouts.
No makeouts. Got a kiss in the 5th grade one after.
Hey.
Yeah, dude. It was a
After winning the
storybook ending, man. QB to win it. Look at this guy honking on his glory days. Jesus Christ. What a piece. Sorry, people. I'm doing it. Got a little smooch in the back of the trees. Let's fucking go. Yeah, dude. It was sweet. Other than that, no smooches. No. Like I said, I got the dance with 8th grade, Washington, D.C. That was cool. But yeah, and then Siege ripped me in 8th grade. Man. Just let me have it. Yeah. 8th grade, I got ripped a couple times. I remember my history teacher. I was looking over a kid's shoulder in March Madness, watching instead of a lecture. And this is an OG, like 28-year vet teacher that was like,
no games.
Yeah, you know, but was kind of like a sports fan, but like knew. She was like, no, we're not doing it. Like, you know. And I remember I just wasn't slick with it, you know. I was so into it. I'm like, I picked this 12-5. I'm like, come on, baby, let's see what we got, you know. And then she sees me just kind of like still, you know, thinking like I'm dancing to Michael Jackson in the back. But, you know, she comes over, she's like, Cali, what are you looking at? And I'm like, oh, I just ratted out my friend when you said that. Yeah. I'm like, come on, Miss W. Right. But yeah, I got chewed out. I had to stay after class. I remember I got a 0 for something that day too, and I was just like, ooh. Okay, well, hope Cornell wins F&A.
Yeah. Those are the best days, March Madness, especially right when the iPhone came out, when you could start fucking watching games. I remember watching Kemba's fucking step back in class. Fucking sweet as hell.
So sick.
Fuck. March Madness. You guys been watching any college sports? What's on?
College, you said college football just finished. Kind of
uneventful,
unclimactic.
Fucking, yeah.
65-7. Holy moly!
College basketball games so far.
Mm-hmm.
College basketball's back. Oh, they are, huh? I saw Gonzaga was playing Santa Clara at Santa Clara. Tickets were like $80. I was like,
I saw that too. Because I looked that up. Yeah, it was like a 7:30 game. It was like last weekend or something like that.
Yeah.
But I was thinking it's like shit. But yeah, I saw tickets too. I was like, because Santa Clara's got like some decent guys and. There's a guy on the Thunder who is like from Santa Clara who's got a.
I remember they drafted him. I was like, what the fuck?
That's what I was thinking too. And I clicked, like I saw this guy's name. I was like, I don't know who this kid is. And I was like, Santa Clara. I'm like,
yeah,
all right, shout out Santa
I had
Clara.
No idea that they had a guy.
He's playing on Oak City, I think. He's a baller.
That's sick. Who's your college team, Boog? If you had to pick one, is it the Razorbacks? Yeah.
Good call. Or North Carolina. I like North Carolina.
Wow. You and your dad both always rocking the. Your dad
that's
more.
That's kind of why I rock.
Yeah, the light blue.
And then football A&M. Shout out Johnny.
Oh yeah, forgot about Johnny. What's he up to? When's that Netflix doc dropping?
True.
They have a date
soon. I hope. It's gonna be sick, but yeah, he's still doing the fan controlled league. I know that much.
Is that still a thing?
On the Zappers. Shout out Menery. Menery, he bet Menery, and that's how he started it.
Oh wow,
that's what he said.
Did not know that. I didn't know the fan. What do they even do in the fan control league?
I couldn't tell you. I just see the highlights when he scores.
Cav, who's your college team?
College football? College basketball?
College basketball. Let's go college basketball. Both.
College football, I'm definitely USC.
USC,
yes.
Wow.
College football, USC, Tulane was tough to watch at the end if anyone watched Cotton Bowl. But yeah, USC. So yeah, been some tough times, and then Lincoln's taking us up and out. But one more year, Caleb. You know, hopefully at least we get to the playoff. You know, got to. But Pac-12's gonna be tough. Shout out Colorado, Dion. You know,
we coming.
They're gonna be a tough opponent at least. But yeah, so USC, college football, hoops. Shoot, I don't really know if I have too close. I probably would have been a Duke guy with Coach K back then. Like I like Duke. Did you say Seton Hall? I had Seton Hall sweats when I was like 14. Seton Hall. Yeah, dude, the Pirates, just sick logo, good color schemes.
Wichita State.
You know, I always bounced around, dude. Butler Dogs back when Gordon Hayward, that 2-time Natty championship team. Matt Howard, Sheldon Mack. Yeah, I remember Matt Howard was fitting the undersleeve, big long sleeves, dude. Gordon Hayward almost bank shotting it, man. Woo. Man, but yeah, Stevens running the ship. Stevens. But yeah, I don't know. I've always just kind of like clinged to maybe a couple of guys. But it's so hard to now if you ever do because these kids only stay for a year.
I was just say one and done now. It's fucking. Do you think they should change that, or do you like being able to do what you want?
I think now it's going to be tougher to change with NIL. They have an incentive to go to college. You think it's going to go more kids want to go draft if you can make it eligible? Well, if they make it eligible, yeah, I would actually probably agree with you because then kids don't have to because they can make more money in the NBA getting picked than Good point.
Probably coming with
yeah.
Bronny though. I think they're gonna change that up.
You've been on that for a minute, and if that's been thought of,
I've been talking to some people. Some murmurs behind the scenes.
Josh Lander seems to think that Braun's going back to Cleveland. What do you think about that, Boog? Once his deal's up, 23-24 season, I think, or is it 24-25 season?
I'm not sure.
One of the two.
Yeah, but I'd love that. Always down to go back to Cleveland. But I mean, he's got to do something now. Like the Lakers got to make a move, or he's got to go somewhere because he's in his twilight years and he's still good. He's still putting up numbers.
Right.
So you get him on a fucking contender.
But it's hard. I mean, what else can the Lakers do? They
need
so many
shooters.
Pieces,
They need shooters, and like I don't know why they dissolved that 2020 team. I mean, like
I feel like that's always been the MO with LeBron teams. Like, what do they need? It's always shooters.
yeah.
Every time since he's been.
Where's Kyle?
Since
Korver?
09.
But it's like people
Yeah,
for most like on the Lakers teams except for 2020, like people come there and forget how to shoot.
That's what I mean. Like even Russ is playing better now. Not that he was ever
Yeah.
a great shooter, but like
Jordan
was
Clarkson,
a fucking
former Laker, on the Jazz
yeah.
now. Jordan Clarkson's averaging 20 plus on the night. Guy's a G.
Yeah.
Always comes up, hands up. You see
Yeah,
his shit.
that's so funny.
Shout out Missouri, dog. Jay Clarkson.
So funny. Sound like
Just
Kendall
one of your
Jenner.
own out there.
that's
But yeah.
But yeah, I think that LA experiment it's gotta pick up quick, or else it's gonna be labeled failed. I know they won a championship, but
It's
You still think it's a fail, even though you get the
not.
chip?
No, that's not
That's-
fail. That's not fail.
dude.
Okay.
You can't count that shit. I don't.
100% can
Oh.
count the shit, bro.
Come on, okay, man. You got to throw some heat back then. I'm with him. You
100%.
count the ship.
How? It's a bullshit fucking. It's not a real season. They played in a bubble. The whole thing was.
It's a ship, dude. It's 100% a ship.
I don't know.
I don't know. I get so by the book when this shit happens because it's
They
like
needs
it's
to get
labeled in
some-
like NBA history.
There's no way.
There's no
you can say
asterisks.
it's
There's no
not a
nothing.
ship.
It's
Don't
just
put
like
a asterisk. Put a
nothing.
fucking.
The
Mickey
players
Mouse
say
on it,
all the
some whack
players.
shit.
All the players say it's a real ship. It's a ship.
I don't think all of them. Draymond doesn't.
Yeah, he does. He's on bronze balls. Lobos.
I know. I do hate that. Draymond sucks LeBron off now after fucking going after
He
him.
might come to the Lakers.
I could honestly see that.
Him and Clay.
I was 100% going to say that. I don't know what they
and
do.
Clay.
Dude, I think Clay's done with the Warriors. He's talking about enjoying all of his games now with the Warriors and stuff. And I'm like, what? I don't know.
Well, yeah. I mean, they gave money to other guys already, kind of. Kind of loading up. I mean, like triple digits.
Oh, yeah.
With Wiggy and
Getting
Poole.
wiggy with it.
Cool.
yeah, Wiggins and Poole.
But Clay's just kind of soft. I hate to say it.
I don't know.
Love
he's
the
a dog.
guy.
He's a dog on the court, though. I don't know. I'll take him.
100%.
I
Yeah.
like him.
But he's just always is like rolling his shoulders. There's always something going on. Like, dude, let's go. Like, fuck, how much are they paying you? But yeah, I don't know. Clay. Last one, Boog. Broncos. What are we thinking?
Jim Harbaugh, Sean Payton. One of
Which would
those
you
two.
prefer?
Sean Payton. Although it's pretty much a coin flip for me.
Yeah, Kev, you think Sean Payton brings the bounty program over to Denver, Mile High Bounties?
Although I wouldn't be surprised to see the Chargers coach fired tomorrow.
Just tough loss. Very tough.
That is a tough loss. And that guy's younger, too. And that guy, I mean, good roster in the Chargers. Good guy. I mean, I like Herbert. Eckler.
Bombs.
I mean, yeah, to get Mike Williams hurt. Oh, man. How much for.
Hey, you don't come over no fly, baby.
I don't know.
China doll.
There you
Mike
go.
Williams.
Show it to him. Show it to him.
3-1, Jason, second team. Should be first team.
But,
You're the worst.
yeah, I don't know. I mean, Peyton would be nice, probably. You might entice some players as well if free agency's, if
Right.
Denver has cap. I don't know what their cap situation is, but
They got cap.
if they got cap,
on
then.
Walmart, baby.
Cap, Colin Cap as the QB. Is that what we're talking about? Yeah. What do you think? Sean Payton goes there. For some reason, Russ gets hurt. Drew Brees comes back at the helm for Denver. Let's just let it ride. Let it ride.
That'd be pretty insane.
That would be.
Are you for that as a fan? I would be anti.
Oh, I'm so pro Drew Brees. He still got it.
Ooh.
His last years, it was all the Saints trash.
I really want Russ to just go off.
I honestly think he has the capability of doing that. Like,
I think they're gonna get new jerseys, and I'm gonna go. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but I'm gonna get a Russ White.
What? You're gonna go Russ jersey? That's
I'm so down for the comeback.
That is tough. Get one on DH Gate or something like that from China. Don't spend real money on
Sims.
They got official stitch. It's officially stitched by
it's like trash.
7-year-old. Yeah, the collars are always fucked up on those. They're like halfway up the neck.
Oh yeah.
On the Chinese ones.
Yeah. I know that's official.
Keep saying it.
Paper.
Doesn't have the elastic in the arms. It's not game.
I'm gonna take it to Fontnetti's.
Not game right. Fontnetti's.
No longer
What
standing, dude. No longer standing. I don't know where Fontnetti's is at, but it ain't the same place.
Sport
I
Design.
think that guy died.
Kenyon.
Wow, shout out Brian Kenyon. Let's go get some uniforms, some Trough Talk uniforms
Actually,
from Brian Kenyon.
I was gonna say at the end of this podcast, let's go get some McD's.
Wow, I'm down. Let's end it with this. Boog, what's going to be your order for McD's? Lay it on us. 2 for...
I did hear murmurs of 2 for $5.
Yeah. No, buy one, get one for $1. That's what
Big
it is.
Mac quarter pounder.
Yeah.
Oh, no. It's calling my name.
Check.
Dude, little PGA golf? PS5?
Wow. I'm about that.
PS5.
Kev, what are you getting from McDonald's? Anything?
Shake and cooks.
No.
Cooks.
Yeah, I'm a sweet tooth though. That's definitely true. But speaking of sweet tooth, I'm gonna go sweet tea though. I'm praying if they got it. Praying if it's good. It's a gamble.
It is a
You
gamble.
never know, but I'm hoping for a good one. Maybe a large sweet tea.
They need to bring back the styrofoam for the sweet teas. Oh,
dude, they need to-
Christ.
Little circle cubes. Little
They
circle
need to-
cubes, man.
Restaurants
By the
need
money.
to do a lot of different things. Bring back a lot of old different ways.
Let's start
Fast
with...
food and different restaurants too.
I agree. Start back with comment cards. I want to be able to leave a comment. That's all
It's
I
like-
want. Just a pen and paper. Don't say type it in on
I
the
don't think those would be
internet.
civilized enough. So many people would just
Let them have
destroy souls in there with some pen and
It's
pape.
like Jake's Garrett charging for sauce.
it. 50 cents for sauce.
Yeah, it's like, dude,
50 cents. For
No
some-
let me
takeout
fucking
cups.
throw my receipt in your face, and then I'll give you 50 cents for fucking
no.
sauce, dude.
It is a tough look for Jake's and the Garrett. They haven't been the same. Like I said, since Tim left, Jake's hasn't been the same as it was.
I haven't been in the
Word of
Garrett in a
advice to
minute.
the people: Mojo Burger, Foxworthy Avenue.
Wow.
Ask for Salvador.
Does he still work there?
Yeah,
Let's go.
Tell him you want the Turner Meeker fries and the Turner Meeker bacon western, and they'll be like, I got you.
And the Turner Meeker shake.
Yeah,
Mm.
shake chat.
Shake.
Where you at?
shake. That's really good. I think I'm gonna hit the old 2 big measers with a Coke just for old time's sake. You know me.
Wow,
There you
that
go.
camera's still on, baby. We see that green.
I know. I didn't,
We see
I
that
didn't
green.
realize it was fucking. I wish I would have known that from the start, so I didn't have to fucking keep going over
Yeah.
and touching the thing.
Oh, dang. You never saw that?
No, well, I didn't
We
know
like
if
to
it
see
went all
ourselves.
the way black. If it was
Yeah,
gonna
yeah.
cut the camera. But
Oh.
it does.
okay.
Good to know.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Well, first in-person one. We didn't bring notes, as you could probably tell. I usually have something a little prepared, but
Hopefully we enjoyed, huh?
I think we did all
Brought
right.
some laughs, I hope.
It was good
Shooting
stuff.
some stories
It
around.
was great.
Let's
stuff.
go.
Lots of good stories by Kevin Boog. Me, not so much tonight.
Kev dropping whizzes on fucking.
Hey, man, when you gotta go, you gotta know. You know if you know. Come on.
And we all know Kev has a problem holding his.
Oh,
his
yeah.
brows.
Jeez.
We'll get into Marquez.
Goodness
another
gracious. There's your
time,
sneak peek to come back. There it is. God dang, people.
Alrighty. Until next time, folks. Peace.